good, but one flavour.
Yeah. Well, this stuff's got like the consistency of beer, but the taste of honey mead. That's nice.
Yeah. We've got like a good block with lots of like trees and stuff, and we're just eyeing up things we can do. And they're like, oh, we could get a beehive down the back. Then we can make mead. I'm like, wait, Stephen, you've got so many other things you want to do that I get stung by fucking bees. Yeah, I already brew beer as it is, so I've got to reset up my area for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I just found out on the weekend the IGA near me. Apparently, some guy who really loves craft beer owns it, so it's little liquor section. I'd never actually been in there because I just never go to, IGA liquor. It's got this whole, like, 2 fridges that are giant, full of, like, hundreds of beers. I'm like, I have to drink them all now. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello, Tabandi.
Hello.
Now you know why we brought you here. We have to talk.
Okay, go ahead.
You're addicted to WoW again.
He is. He's been playing non-stop yesterday and Sunday.
So is the other person addicted to WoW?
Got home from work, had to check my auctions.
So if you need help, running through some stuff, just, hit me up.
Why would you need help? It's so easy now.
I know.
It is easy.
I did a plus 13 before coming here. It was fun.
Oh, is that in Freehold?
Yeah, plus 13 freehold.
Yeah, I saw you in there. I finally got a bit of a wind back behind me playing WoW, and I spent most of Sunday and a bit of Saturday going through and finishing up all the story missions. So I've now properly finished every quest on all 3 of the Alliance places, and I'm now doing the story that's after that.
Yeah, the war campaign.
Not the war campaign, no. So the story after you do all the... I'm trying not to spoil it for Bondi here, but
Okay.
Yeah, the sequence of events that happens once you have finished each of the zones' essential campaign. It unlocks another step.
Yeah, I know the one.
So going through that, it's been fun. And actually did my first couple of dungeons, like only heroics, so super easy, but finally back into them again.
How shit was BlizzCon?
It was awful. Absolutely awful. So we
It's
had
pretty funny though.
We still made a pretty good day. Hey?
I didn't miss anything then?
No, there's no announcements. But the most awful part was they didn't make the VODs available until I think the first VOD come up 13 hours after it had finished, which meant that we had nothing to watch all day. Last year we had esports going on one of the screens, 2 of the screens, and we had 2 separate panels or 2 separate stages going on the other one, and that was going all day. And we got to watch all the costume stuff and community stuff. And we watched the opening ceremony at 4 o'clock. We usually have it on like 10:30, 11. And then we had like a WoW panel, an Overwatch panel, and I think we watched the Diablo panel to see how much of a train wreck it was. But apart from that, we just drank and ate food.
Well, it's all about phones now.
Apparently.
I think they deserve all the credit.
I do too.
Look, I think I don't blame them for wanting to put things on mobiles and make more money. Problem is, Diablo Immortal is effectively all being made by this Chinese company. They've already made the game, they're just putting Diablo 3 skins over it. But the bigger problem is they go, oh, this is effectively Diablo 2.5 story. We're not going to put it on PC. And that's what's got people upset. That they're going to miss out on content because they don't want to play it on a mobile platform, which has never been Diablo's platform.
Yeah. No, they stuffed up.
They have, I think, to some extent, announced that they're going to do a D4. It's in the works, but they weren't really ready to announce it yet to try and help people, but too little, too late.
Yeah. So we'll see something eventually. It's just that they've stuffed up. And actually, Activision stock is down 20% too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty big. But that's also on the back of I don't think it's just the Diablo stuff. There's also new laws and regulations coming in on China, which is supposed to regulate the Chinese from how much they can spend and how much they can access on their mobile phone games and such. And there was also there was another point as well, which might have affected it. But yeah, effectively down 20%.
I did hear they were very pissed off with sales of Destiny.
Yeah,
So
this
well,
is good. And Black Ops also is down. Well, they're not happy about the amount of sales it's done. It's still made an absolute fortune. It's not a negative. They broke even well and truly, but
yeah.
it's not as big of a cash cow than they were expecting.
If they want a cash cow, they need to make better games and not just recycle the same one over and over.
Well, the quality's been good. Like historically with Blizzard, they've done really well, and everyone loves them. If they keep doing that, then I think they're doing well.
It just depends whether they well, that's the other thing is NetEase is developing this.
Yeah, that was so weird.
So it's not even a Blizzard developed title. So there's a lot of questions about the type of quality and where the quality control actually comes in, where the monetization and such sort of comes in. So who knows?
Anywho, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Recap Darty in the narrator voice.
I don't have a narrator voice. At least I'm
Well,
not sick
you
this
better
week.
get one real quick.
The narrator voice can be Darty voice. So last session, you guys had a good night's sleep in your home for the first time. One, you divided up the gold bounty under pressure from the rest of the party, and distributed that to everybody. After that, most of you guys, a few of you went out to the tavern for breakfast, and one, you went out and went shopping. Hey?
And lunch and dinner.
Yeah. Anyway, you went out and went shopping, and you bought yourself a nice set of studded leather armor, and you also bought a plain wizard hat, which you had embroidered in the hopes of tricking Lefner that it was magical. Dodrick also headed out to the bazaar and took interest in a dwarf selling some gems, and asked where he could find some potions. Unfortunately, the potions caravan was absent on that day, but he did learn that the caravan would be returning in the coming days. Dodrick also approached a human who was peddling gems, and who was guarded by a huge, intimidating ogre. And Dodrick queried him about his boss, Treld, and learnt that he was out sourcing new stones and would be back the following day. Lefner, Chug, you at the tavern ordered some breakfast, and got a couple of steaks each, and with a couple of ales in the morning, and drank for the majority of the day. Eventually, you were joined by both Juan, who gives Lefner the magic wizard hat, and Dodrick later on. And together, you all observe the tavern to see if there's any shady patrons amongst them. Unfortunately, your observations didn't turn up any results.
We got one.
Oh, we get into that part. Later, one talked with Michael, who agreed to let one perform a musical concert in exchange for some free food and drink for the rest of the afternoon, and a small gold payment. During one's first musical performance, Dodrick and Chug notice a man harassing a woman and quickly intervene. Unable to convince the man to stop after he vomits all over Dodrick, Chug picks him up by the arm and literally throws him through the closed rear door, smashing it open and sending him outside. One also sings about the cult at this time as well, and the wizard hat, to convince Lefner that the hat is magical, but blows his ruse when Lefner notices one making the hat glow with a magical spell. During one's evening performance, one again sings about the cult and hopes to reveal any potential cult members by making them a bit cautious about their surroundings, but sadly his efforts didn't create results. In the evening's end, one leads a heavily drunk Lefner Doderick, and Chug along the city walls and attempts to strike up a conversation with the guards stationed there. However, the guards quickly dismiss the drunks as a waste of time and warn them about getting drunk while wearing the guard uniform. The party now return home for the night for a long rest, in which Doderick wakes early with a wicked hangover and heads to the tavern for food and aspirin.
Wait, so aspirin exists in this realm? Does that mean other pharmaceuticals do?
This one does.
Canon now. So what do we want to do, guys? I have no idea. I can't remember.
All I know is I don't have a hangover, so. Have we got any pending quests?
Well, a whole heap of missing people.
I mean that.
You asking me?
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah,
asking
quest
each
log. I'm pressing J. What's my bringing up my quest log.
other? You did rescue, I think it's Bren and Quora, I think it was Quora.
Yeah, the dwarf and the girl.
Yeah, you did rescue those, and they were returned to town by Forrest, but you have not seen them since.
We spent our money. Got armor. Got weapons. Wait, it's the next day. Does Doderick want to go find his potions master?
No.
He's already in the tavern, like resting his migraine. He's got up early and left U3.
Oh.
Do we want to go befriend the guards, or do we? I have no idea what to do.
Well, we know that the guards have been infiltrated by the cult.
And we've infiltrated the guards because now we have uniform.
Yeah.
Where should we investigate? Shall we check the message board, see if there's any more mini quests?
Alright. I like that.
Yeah, let's get our guard uniforms on and go for a walk out there, I guess.
Okay. So you three, I take it you sort of wash up and prepare for the day. You chuck on your guard uniform quickly, and then all three of you head towards the stockades just to sort of see if there is anything that have been posted there. It takes you a few minutes, and it takes you a few minutes more while I go through and find where I am, find my note. You're walking along, you see if you pass it by, you say g'day. See a man and woman just walking by, a sack of grain over their shoulders, they're heading towards the bazaar.
Isn't our house like right next to the stockade? I'm looking at your map.
I didn't think it was right next to it.
You got the link for the fancy map? I can't get to it on the site.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yeah, put it up.
That's what I was looking for.
Ah, it is very close. Sorry, I thought you made it up a lot more north. Ah, it is a very, very short walk there. Now, I think this is the person. Yeah. So you walk into the guardhouse, and you see a familiar face again sitting behind the desk, and greets you with a hearty, "Good morning. How's it going?"
I'm like, good morning. I reach into my bag and ruffle around like I'm about to pull something out and go,
You just see Anders as he's getting like super nervous, and then a bit of a shock, and then a bit of a, good to see you not doing that again. How can I help? What are you here for?
Oh, we're just looking for some leads, you know.
Leads
Somewhere to look, you know. Find these evil cultists. Evil.
Chugger's looking for clues.
And is sort of looking at you like, what evil cultists?
I start singing him a song and hope that James has his wizard hat.
I explained that we're wondering if there's been any more recent reports of missing people.
He's sort of taken aback, but yeah, attention goes to you left now. He goes, "Oh no, there's been nothing more. Everyone's been pretty soaked about the return of Berein and Quora. I think it's Quora. I haven't double checked that. But no, nobody said anything. Oh, there's certainly been no new posts on the job board. It's been pretty quiet.
Has there been any more news of Liam Gregory?
No, we haven't heard. There's actually there's quite a few funerals. I think they're starting to be organised for the miners that were killed a few days ago. The family have been notified now, and so their bodies are in the process of being returned to them. Aside from that, Berein is fairly quiet today.
Have we ever been to the hotel?
If the hotel's the tavern.
No.
No, there's another one. No, you haven't been there.
Didn't you stay there one time when you were drunk?
No,
I would have slept on a roof or something.
No, you haven't. You haven't been there because I've actually never said his name to you guys. So it was placed there obviously by me when I gave you the map as a point of interest to spark maybe something. But no, you guys haven't gone there, so I haven't.
Oh no, it's another L-shaped building.
Buildings don't come in very many shapes.
Most of them are square.
Alright.
Should we meet up?
Probably should. I suggest we should head to the tavern and see how Dodrick's going with his aspirin.
Okay. So you start to head out, and Anders just like, okay, see you later.
Oh yeah, bye.
You head out.
See you, bud. Don't forget, yell out if anyone goes missing again. Cheers. Bye.
If you get any more ahead, let me know.
You make your way to the tavern, and on the way, yeah, you're starting to see it's about 9:30 in the morning, and the streets are starting to get a little bit more lively now. People are coming out, getting ready to go to work or moving towards the market and trading for the day, you know, getting bread and such for their families and that sort of thing. You make your way all the way to the tavern, and you walk in. Michael's at the counter, like, good morning, and he points you expectantly towards Dodrick, who's sitting at a table on your left.
I'm never drinking again.
I order him a beer. Is that good stuff? Whatever you said last session. Yeah.
I give you 5 silver to drink it all.
Done.
Michael's just like, sure. He goes, gets another one. That'll be a silver, thanks. And he passes the what's the ale that you drink? What was the
Bitter black ale.
That's it. The bitter black ale.
He writes it down. It's canon. It's the beer of the place.
I got to get into a habit of actually writing this stuff down. It makes awful for my head trying to recall it all at the end of the session. Anyway, he passes the ale to one, and he takes your silver one.
What? I look at him and go, "Get you next time," and just walk off.
And Michael's just like, yeah, whatever.
So are we gonna, now that we've picked him up, are we gonna go to the hotel?
Is the Bondi's boots sticky?
No, I'm clean.
No, Like, I can place you on things and stick you there.
You could. Technically, that's how the boots work.
Whatever. Let's go to the hotel.
I'm game.
Hey, you want to go to a different hotel?
Oh, you're not leaving me, are you? I thought we had a good
no.
gig.
You know, yeah, we do. Don't worry.
Well,
He'll be back.
No, you can pay that silver now. The trust is broken. Silver, pay up.
We're doing this unofficial.
We're going to break up an evil gang, so you know, hopefully they'll be out of business when we're done.
Michael, this good hotel. We go wreck up bad hotel.
You still owe me that silver.
We official guard business.
You know, I have a silver in my hand. I go to high five him as I hand it to him, and quickly like disappear the silver. And just like that. You got it now, but it's really still in my hand.
And Michael just looks at his hand and just goes, "You still owe it."
Guys, I don't want to pay him silver. Someone get me out of this.
You're gonna have to.
Give him gold.
Goddamn silver. All right, I hand him 2 silvers.
2 silvers. He takes one and passes the other one back.
No, so good, mate. Good next time.
He leaves it on the counter. He goes, "All right, if you're not taking it, someone else will."
I jump in and I take the silver. And I pop
cast
it.
prestidigitation and you prove yourself.
I'm gonna let it go. Let's go, Mike. We got people to say.
Yeah, let's get going. It's not that far, really.
Let's go to the
not lake, river, and get on in there.
All right. You start to head back towards the stonemasons.
Actually, before we do, we obviously have to walk past this thing all the time. Have we noticed anything in our previous nighttime endeavors, or just looks like a normal?
I'll get you to roll a history check on this one.
There's no chug-sized holes in anything?
No, Chug doesn't remember putting any chug-sized holes.
17.
You remember the building. You remember it being quite large. It's got a very stone, sort of chiseled stone front. I'm trying to think of the words. It's not just your flat stone wall. Like the front door has got 2 stone pillars coming up on the side with sort of flat pedestals and a couple of stone statues of miners. There's a dwarf miner and a human miner at the front of this building. It's got quite a tall roof. Like most buildings, you may be at 7 or 8 foot, 8 foot ceiling. This one would be up at 12 foot, so it's very, very tall. In fact, it's a little bit taller than Ripsky's Tavern. Ripsky's Tavern would be a 10-foot ceiling. This one would be up to 12, and from there you can see that the roof just sort of curves up, and it's got this sort of gradient in it as it curves up to a nice point. And again, there's another depiction of sort of like a pickaxe at the very, very top. Yeah, but aside from that, the building looks very clean, very sort of prestigious in comparison to Ripsky's. Ripsky's is sort of your wooden, sort of almost run down commoners get drunk and whatever. This one you feel like is more upmarket, more focused on the nobility of the town.
This place is clearly a front for the cultists. They're funneling money through it. We need to burn this place to the ground.
I've got an idea. How about?
Is it okay to wander around town with beer?
There's no
alcohol.
Yeah,
inside.
God, as well.
There's no CBD rules.
You already got in trouble for drinking in uniform. Now you're carrying around beer in uniform.
Oh, yeah,
Just don't
we're
be drunk in uniform.
Oh, I've got a plan. All right. So how about Dodrick and Chug? I'm going to try and use names. You two, right? Get out of your uniforms and stuff. Go into this place and get your drink on, and pretend and then act a bit rowdy and stuff. And we be town guards, me and Lefner, right? come in, act all like, oh, you guys, you're a bit rah, 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 and get good graces going. What do you reckon?
That's a stupid idea.
Do
I'm
you
walking
think you
around.
two
Like
could
an
handle
angry
a
halfling
rowdy
and a
orc?
dodgy halfling. Like you two, and then we go in and we help them out, and you two then come, like, you sneak around and watch the place for us, or sneak back in or something.
Why don't you just go cast prestidigitation on something and
Because I'm really good at that, and I don't want to let them know all my skills at once. I don't know. What else are we gonna do? You reckon we just go in and question the guy?
yes.
All right, let's do that. Are we in our
Question.
town guard uniform still?
Yes.
Let's do it then.
Dodrick, are you carrying your glass of ale out of the pub, or are you finishing that before you go?
Nah, drank it.
Drank it on the bar?
Yep, and I'm not in uniform.
Okay. So you're the only one out of uniform.
Correct.
Cool. Alright, so you guys make the walk back to the tavern. And
The hotel.
so the hotel. My bad. I was just writing down all of the notes. And on the way, Dodrick, as you pass by someone at the market, you overhear a conversation of one of the townsfolk who's talking with one of the vendors there. The vendors selling sort of silk cloths and wool cloths and such. Not clothing, just more the materials to make clothing. And you overhear, just as I was coming into town last night, that old house on the hill outside of town, there was a glow there. I thought that place was empty. And you hear the commenter like, oh, I haven't heard anybody being there for quite a while. And then there's just sort of bickering backwards and forwards, talking about this town, or this house.
I'd like to walk up to them and say, hello.
And he's a townsfolk who's like, oh, hi. And then the vendor, who's a little female gnome, and she's like, oh, hi there.
Gnomes. I like gnomes. Gnomes are great. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't like compliments. That's cool.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was just a comment from the Bondi, not from the actual.
He's flirting.
No, that's fine.
And she just sort of giggles and is like, oh, thank you. I have some silks. Would you like to buy some of my silks? Best in town.
Perhaps. But I would like to ask about this house on a hill that you guys were talking about.
Oh, yes. Yes. What would you like to know?
The only house that I know about outside of town is Bardeeds, the farmer. I assume it's not that place you were talking about.
Oh, no. It's about a half a day's walk. If you follow the road out of town, just past the fork in the road. If you stick to the left, there's a little path that leads up through the shrubs and the trees. It's quite heavily overgrown. But at the fork, during the day, you can see the house just sitting on the hill in the trees. And when I was coming back into Berein late last night, after it was probably about twilight, so the sun had almost been set, and I could see this glow coming from the house, and it astounded me, because I always thought that there was nobody there.
So what did the glow look like? Did it have a particular color? Was there any noise?
Oh, it could have been a fire. It was like a yellowish glow. It was just sort of coming from inside the windows a little bit. I assume so. Anyway, it's very, very far away, and it was at night, so couldn't really get the best view of it. Gave me the creeps, actually. I hate to go up to there.
That's great. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Don't want to buy anything? No? Silver?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Good day. And she starts talking back to her patron there.
So I walk back to the other guys and I explain to them what I overheard.
Okay.
Sounds interesting. My first thought is, demon summoning shit. Lefner, you know all about.
Not a little bit. Did it, the way she explained it, did it sound like similar to what we saw in the cave?
What color glow?
Okay,
Red. It sounded exactly like the cave guys.
Ooh, I'm keen.
Now-
So I know I can speak
now-
to demons now.
She was a gnome, and gnomes are like really trustworthy, so you know she's telling the truth.
I'm going to butt in here, just as a outside of the game. You as the player know that Dodric has lied. Your character, however, does not. You can, as a player, you don't have to take his lie for gospel. You can challenge that in the terms of an insight check, and that goes against Dodric's deception, and you actually do a contest to see if you believe the lie or not.
But he's
And
my friend.
I have disadvantage
Why would he lie to me?
'Cause I'm
He's my
drunk.
friend.
Yeah. Great.
Because he does have disadvantage because you're not drunk, you're exhausted
Yeah.
from your drunk stint.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But for argument's sake, I want to do that now.
I'm just saying that's the only time I'm going to butt in, so I probably ruined Bondi's fun just a little bit here. But as a player, you can challenge the other players if they lead you astray or they doing something that you don't, even if you don't like it, if they're doing an action like holding open a door, if you want to close the door, you can challenge them and you both roll a check, and whoever wins is the one who takes the action. So it's not just with deception, it's with all things. If you're both trying to pick up something like a ring off the ground and both dive at the same time, again, it's a challenge. Whoever rolls highest wins.
Or Chug hit you with hammer. Chug
You
wins.
can make the attack against somebody if you want to kill each other. That's
No.
Valid.
I just
Violence
clicked
isn't
on
the
line
answer,
30
Chuck.
feet.
Be a paladin. Be righteous.
yeah.
He's a stupid paladin.
Oh, right.
Way more funny.
Alright, so if you're going to do that, James, insight versus Dodric's deception. And Dodric, you have disadvantage.
Oh baby, I want to hear his disadvantage first.
I got 10.
Oh, I got a 21.
That's
So-
cool.
So Dodric comes over. When he says red, you just see that it's not quite true, and you actually overheard a little bit of the story anyway, and you think that you've heard that it wasn't something else. And in fact, you heard yellow from the conversation. Like it wasn't that far away.
Okay, it was blue, guys.
Challenge. No, I know what I heard, and it was green.
Hey, why are you lying to us? What you got in this?
Look, it's
you
because I'm kind of hungover and I don't really hear shit straight, so, it's kind of an accident.
Still has blurred vision.
Was I lying? I don't know. Maybe I'm a compulsive liar.
I want to see
really
if he's
like
like
you. Did
choking
you
that
keep
chain here, or if
casting
he's just making up a
prestidigitation?
story.
At least we can trust him to lie. That's something.
It's true.
Yeah.
We'll know when that's coming.
Well,
Can I-
do we think that that's something worth checking out?
Could be nothing. Could be something.
I
Could
don't
be
know.
a
I got a
bunch of hot gnomes.
I got a feeling we might have to check it out at night time though, not during the day.
Yeah, I think we sneak in. That'd be good. How far away did you say it was? I wasn't listening to everything.
Half a day?
Yes, half day. He's correct. I heard that.
All right. So I say we look around till lunch. We go into this building till lunchtime, have lunch at our house that might be stocked with food because we've never had food, and then head on out. What do you reckon?
I think we should look for something to ride. Horses. I could go with a horse. I need a mount. Where can I find a mount?
Hey, Darty, from all our journeys, because we've like literally walked all over town, do we know anywhere that like give us a horse?
I'll get you to roll insight, please.
Can I also roll insight with my disadvantage?
No. Oh, you can, but you can actually.
I only got a 9.
You can give advantage by assisting one.
I don't want to
Cool.
assist
So
one.
I'm at advantage then? No?
No, I'm
Dodgy.
not assisting you.
Alright. Then we got a 9. We don't know where fucking horses are, guys.
I'll assist someone else, just not one. Chug, you roll. You're a smart one. You're good with insight.
Chug walks.
I'll give you advantage.
What's Chug's intellect?
3.
10.
10. Alright, I'll let you have advantage.
Yeah, good thing too. Yeah, it didn't work it. 9.
9. You guys have seen a few horses around, but you have no idea where they come from.
We're still near this town. Like, where are the? Oh, we're obviously in town. The like tradespeople. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're still near
I
the bazaar.
just got to someone. Like, what can I see nearby? Who looks friendly?
Buddy, he'll give us mount.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we ask Bardid about the house.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
he knows
double
goings
win.
on. Let's go to Buddy.
If we're gonna leave town, I want to ditch my card uniform, just so it's not even on me. I want it in the house, because if we're like, I don't want anyone to know I'm part of town if I'm out of town.
Oh, actually, before we do go, I think we should talk to Mannix? Murrix. He was a gnome. I reckon he knows what's going on. I reckon he'll be able to hook us up with an exotic mount.
You think he's in the gnome?
Yeah. He's in the gnome. I want like a giant turtle that I can ride. Just something exotic. Not a horse. I don't like horses. They scare.
I am going to make that today's show name. It's in the gnome.
What? Oh, in the gnome. I thought it was I want a turtle.
I'm scared of horses.
I am scared of horses.
And he can't. Well, yes, he can. He's got spider boots. He can get up on the horse.
Yeah, but once I'm on there, they just scare the crap. I don't even need prestidigitation then.
All right. So where are we going? Who's Mannix?
Murrix. So he's talking about Lysander Murrix, and Lysander is the owner of the general store where you bought the hammer for Chuck.
Oh, the one with the symbols that we don't know about.
I know about it. You don't. Be quiet, warlock.
Okay.
I go there. DM, come on, keep up.
I'm waiting for you guys to decide. Only one. Everybody's gone.
So we're ditching the hotel, going to Murrix, then out to Bardid, and then is that what's happening?
Maybe we could go to the hotel first.
Hotel.
Well, they're directly across from each other if you look at the map. They're on the
Hotel
Alright,
first.
go to the hotel.
Hotel first.
Deal. We're doing it. Chuck, don't argue. Let's go.
Right, so the four of you make your way towards the hotel. You approach the door, you open it, it's quite a large red sort of polished and stained door with a gold sort of trim for the handle, and you open it and you push your way in. You see immediately on your left a very sort of quite a elegant bar. It's very high, it's made from the same stained mahogany that the door is made of. The floor is carpeted as well. You see a couple of bar
Careful,
stools
Ron.
at the. You get to see a couple of bar stools at the bar. However, there's nobody at the bar at this point.
So there's nobody there.
No.
Not even a bartender?
There's no bartender. Now, that's on your left. Looking further down the building, you do see a counter, and there is a well-dressed human in sort of like a suit, more of a vest with a collared shirt, just sitting at the counter at the back.
I'd like to go to speak to him.
Okay. So Dodrick, you walk up and The man, he sees you come in and goes, "Ah, good day, sir. Are you interested in a room today?"
Hello, sir. I'm actually looking for some friends.
Oh,
They,
yes.
they're very well to do. They come in like very elegant robes, look very mysterious, wear pendants and shit. I was hired to do a very important job for them. I'm wondering if you've seen them.
No, we haven't seen any of those types today. Not
Have
today,
you seen them
sorry.
on other days?
No.
They
Sorry,
they
that was
come-
me slipping up. I didn't want to give the hint that they've been in other days, so I'll wind
Well,
that
you
back.
just did.
And no, we have not seen those types.
Before?
Ever? Have you seen that type at any time?
No, not robes with gold chains or rings or whatever that you described. No. Uh, those who come here are the nobility of other towns who generally have business with other people around this town.
What do you mean by other people? Who?
Council members, those in the miners' guild, perhaps businessmen. That's mostly it.
What about the mayor or the mayor's son?
Well, that's part of the council, so yes.
Any recently?
Yes, we have. I don't know what their exact business is, but yes, we do have a couple of people staying in the hotel at the moment.
Interesting, because the son is missing. It's part of a current investigation. So as part of that, we're looking for people that might be involved. You wouldn't happen to have any ideas?
No, I don't. But if you would like, I can keep an eye out for you. Where can I send word if I learn of anything?
We have a house in town. You can also drop a message with some of the local guards, and they'll let us.
Okay.
Our friend in the stockades.
I reckon, yeah, we tell him to go to the stockades to see more official.
Okay.
There's a sign on the front that says player house.
So you describe the house that you're staying at, and he agrees. Yes, I know that house. And you also describe the stockade. You can take some information there. Who are you leaving as a contact for the stockade?
Who spoke the most with the guard leader?
Yeah, no. Could say guard lead, but what about our friend behind the desk? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Leffner's friend.
Yeah, friend behind the desk. Let's be friends.
Andrew? Is it Andrew?
Anda.
Andrew, that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's leave a message with Andrew.
Alright, so you let him know. It's like, yes, okay, no, not a problem. If I learn of anything, I will immediately send word to assist. Now,
And
would you be staying a night? Can I introduce you? It's 1 gold per night.
Is there any meetings tonight?
No, we do not house meetings here. Here is strictly for those who wish to stay overnight, and we also offer a bar, which is what's the word where you select certain
Get drunk.
No, where you pick certain things from other things.
buffet.
No, it starts with C. If you've got if you're picking some things above others and you're choosing not to use the others.
Chartreuse board? Are we talking food or alcohol here?
No, I'm talking just the act of
Choice things?
Chat roulette?
Daddy, is this a chat roulette place? And you sit there and like they
No,
spin
no,
the actual room.
I don't know what the word is, but I'm trying to say they pick their crowd. So they don't allow the general common. They basically pick those who are allowed to drink.
So it's a gallery nightclub.
No, that's just allowing everybody. So
Okay.
Cool.
You know, on that, I would like to spend a night at this hotel, but it might not be tonight. It might be another night because I'm maybe busy tonight. So, is this desk attended at all hours, or do you shut at a certain time of day?
yes, no, it's attended at all hours. I and my colleague, we will rotate, allowing obviously each other to sleep, but we are here to attend our guests 24/7.
What kind of other services do you offer here? is it just the rooms, or like are there special services that come with the rooms?
No, we do offer companionship.
Gnomes?
Yes, we do. There we have gnome companions, dwarven companions, and human companions, should you wish.
What about elves? You got elves?
We do not have elves.
That's disappointing.
You don't treat those kind here. What about other companions? Goblins?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
also, we were looking for a mount for traveling, or mounts. Would you happen to know where we could...
Yes, there is a stables just at the front gate.
What kind of mounts do they sell?
Horses.
Would you know of
Do
anything
they
more
have
exotic?
Ligers.
What kind of people are you anyway?
Don't listen to one.
We're with the guard.
Horsefolk.
No, we just have a few horses there. Maybe some white. I'm not much of a stable hand. I could not tell you the difference between them. They have white ones, brown and white ones, maybe brown and black. I don't know. You can
See?
pick up a horse.
You look like the classy kind. Like, we don't just want any run-of-the-mill horses. We want good horses. We don't want ones that are going to bolt.
Well,
That's
those are the only horses available in Berein. If you wish to have other horses, you'll have to travel elsewhere.
You
What
sound a lot
about
like
a
a
pony?
stable expert. What are you doing working at a
Pony?
hotel if you're a stable expert?
is there a pound that has like large dogs? Because we've got someone here who's a bit nervous.
What's a pound? What?
Where stray animals go.
What about a giant wolf?
Who's his face will have large pigs that he can ride?
Who?
Proper.
Can I get you to roll an insight check as you are speaking with him? Just one of you guys, if you can pick and roll.
I've got +5.
Go.
Do you want to assist me in this role?
I don't think we're allowed.
I got 50.
15. You can see that your silent conversation about various strange wildebeests and other mythological creatures or made-up creatures, you're starting to make him feel very uncomfortable, and he's sort of not understanding why guards... Like, he's very confused to see someone who's wearing the guard uniform talk so odd. And you can just see his demeanor just sort of changing. He doesn't know how to escape this conversation. You can clearly see that he doesn't want to be a part of it now.
Right. So what we should do, if we can switch it to like the conversation, because I've noticed this now, we can somehow switch it to like evil magic's going on in the town, and we're just trying to fish for that. You know, how do we do that?
All right, so
Push you aside
I've got the wizard's hat.
and stand at the counter. Chug, ask him.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Ignore pets. These fellas just weird and lazy. Chug wanna know where dignitaries go to have meetings.
He's just staring at this half-orc. Now it's sort of addressing him. He's trying to be polite still because you've got the town guard uniform, but like, I don't know, sir. I apologize.
Okay. Don't worry about all this. Look, thanks for your help. If you do see anything suspicious, please send word to the guards at the stockade, so we'll track that down. And
And what? Sorry, you cut out.
we're going to go now.
But before we do, we ask for his name and his colleague's name in case they leave a message.
My name's Brian, and my colleague is Jason.
Can I do a check to see if he's telling us the truth?
You can roll insight.
They sound like dodgy ass names.
Yeah.
I assist you because I'm
Right.
giving him a funny look as well.
Strange.
Brian and
Can I assist
Steven.
him?
Yeah. Well, good thing you assisted. It was still terrible. What are we? 13.
He seems forthright.
Damn it. God damn it. Is it Steven with a PH? Can we call him Petit?
No, it's Jason, not Steven.
Oh,
Brian and Jason.
God. Brian and Jason. Okay. Well, thank you. I follow the halfling.
Okay, so you're late. Good day. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope to see you
Thank
again
you.
soon, sir.
I throw him a silver on the way out. Thanks for your help.
Just tip him on the way out.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
didn't want to pay for ale.
Alright.
Yeah, I overpaid for the ale, and then the stupid fucking rogue stole it.
He takes your tip, Grace. You know, he's like, thank you, sir. And you just see, he's like, he's just, the tip is suddenly cheating him up.
Let's go see Marks before we head to the stable.
I'm down.
Buddy.
We might have another quaking, and then our orc can dual wield him.
True.
So you got all going over to Mark's. What were you saying, one?
How are we going for time? As in, still before lunch, or?
It's getting to about 10:30 now.
Sweet.
Alright, so you head over to the general store. You can see that the sign at the front of the window is, it says open.
Marks!
You're just shouting from the outside of the store.
Yes.
You don't get an answer.
Sorry, what was that, DM?
You didn't get an answer.
Oh. I open the door.
Okay.
And I say, Marks!
And you see the oh yes, hello. And you just see his little head jumping up behind the counter. How are you today?
I'm great, Marks. How are you?
Oh, very good, very good. You're of course my new favorite customers after the big buy the other day. How can I help today?
Chug's loving his hammer. Look, we're in the market for some mounts so we can travel. And I hear there's a stable that sells horses, but I have a problem in that I'm absolutely terrified of horses. So I'm wondering if there's anything more exotic, you know, like a giant turtle or a wolf or something that I could ride instead. I am small, so, you know, something else might do. And since you're like a gnome and you seem very well involved with things, I think you would know where I would find something like that.
Oh, no, there's no giant turtles or lizards or tigers to ride. No, we just have horses. I suppose
What
you could
about
go out into the trees and try and find a bear, but I don't know how how you would manage to ride one.
Marx, would you happen to know of somebody that could catch and tame a bear for me?
No.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
wait. So he's horrified of horses, but not fucking angry bears.
Correct.
Nope. There's just the horses.
If only we had a ranger, right?
For sure.
Chuck can talk about it.
Oh, wait. I say we. Oh, hey. Fuck. What's his name? What's your name? Dodrick. I've got an idea.
We go and tame one.
No, this is even better. What's stronger than a bear? An angry half-orc. What if we went to the leather works, got a harness made so you could ride an angry half-orc? Not a stupid half-orc. Let's not say angry, stupid. And I look at Chug and I'm like, yeah, you're the man, and like make it seem really happy and just plan on his retardedness.
Can I just pick him up and put him on my shoulder?
You can do that if you want. You're not stupid. You fully understood the conversation that just happened. And you even got the insult of him insulting your intelligence, so...
Yeah,
The problem is, I've only got 11 in, so I'm not that intelligent.
All right. Marx, if based on this conversation, if anything pops into your mind or somebody comes by that you think might be able to get me a nice mount that's not a horse, even a pony, something else, then please let me know. You can reach me at his house or at the stockades through the guards there.
Okay. Sure. No worries. Will you be buying anything today? Yes?
Have you got anything new?
No.
Do you have any giant lizards?
No.
Chug,
no,
shut up.
No giant lizards, no. We did get in... I've sort of been hiding it from everybody else. And he brings out a box from underneath the counter and he holds it up and puts it on the desk. And you see 3 red vials. He sort of opens it up and you see 3 red vials just sort of sitting very nicely. He goes, I have some potions of minor healing, 50 gold each.
50 gold, what the fuck?
Yeah, I look at him and I just
What the
start
shit
walking out.
yourself?
It's like,
Yeah, I literally just turn around and walk out of the store. I'm like, yep, cool, bye. I was actually going to like flip him a coin because I was going to get in the habit of doing that. But no, he gets shit now. I just walk out. And I make it known that I've looked at it in disgust and walked out. I'm out. I'm gone.
yeah, 50 gold's a going price. Doesn't matter if you come to me, go to somebody else. They don't go much lower. So, 50 gold?
I'd like to lean into Marix, and I'd like to ask him about the quality of the health potion. But in doing,
Hold on, you went.
You muted yourself.
You muted yourself.
this, I want to have a very long conversation about the quality of the potion in Thieves' Camp.
Yeah, and what do you want to ask?
I want to see if he has any deadly potions.
I like poisons.
Yes.
Sure. So you see that you ask, how it was made, how it was procured, how long the fermentation process is, the enchantment, all that sort of stuff that goes on behind it. In asking that and also asking what you're doing, you learn that there's actually a couple of weeks of the potion being brewed before you can actually drink it. So there's actually quite a considerable amount of time before you can get one. Also, it consumes quite a fair bit of resources as well to go into a single potion. And you're starting to understand why it costs so much. Also, you do ask him about poisons, and he does answer, looking very nervously amongst everybody else, and he sort of asks, is it safe amongst your friends to talk about this?
Kind of, but not too much detail.
Not too much detail. Hold on.
We can talk broadly about what kinds of poisons you have and what they're used for, how much they cost.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just bringing up this.
Why does it say their horse penises in chat?
That would be a one.
That's why you're afraid of horses.
Oh.
Alright, so you see Marix, he sort of looks and he makes the decision and he says, oh, just 1 second. He turns around and walks out the back of the store, closes the door behind him. You just hear like thud, thud, and then it's like a bang and crash. You hear something falls from a shelf, a bit more rumbling, and the door opens up, and he comes back in with another box. This one's smaller, perhaps the size of yay big, and he opens up. It's a single chest, and he opens it, and you see 2 vials. One is a very sort of teardrop sort of vial with a very thin lid on the glass lid, and you see another one which is a very sort of a test tube, just straight down, and it's been corked at the top. And he says, I have a potion of acid and a vial of poison. Potion of acid is 25 gold. This poison is 100 gold.
Jeez, it's cheaper to stay dead than it is alive.
Can you tell me about the poison? What sort of effects does it have?
I actually have to look this up. Sorry. So give me a sec.
Potion of acid is good for burning fat.
Long pork.
Alright, so can you repeat your question?
Can you tell me about the effects of the poison, how it works?
Effects? Well, against somebody with a weak constitution, if you were to cook this, your arrow tip or a blade in this, there is a good chance that you can poison the target, or inflict poison and strike it through them. It hurts. It's a crippling pain.
Marix, what if someone were to ingest it? What would the effect be? And would there be any visible signs of them consuming it?
Oh, yes, it does leave sort of a white foam on the mouth if it's a full ingestion. A skilled coroner will be able to detect it.
Would you know of any poisons that leave no mark on the body?
I'll have to get back to you on that one. But I can
That would be
find
great. If you could find out and get back to me, that'd be awesome. You've already got my...
Lysander suddenly is sort of twigged and he's sort of seeing the guard uniforms. He's like, I'm not in any trouble, am I?
You're
This is
not.
strictly
We're on a
between us.
temporary assignment with the guards. And as you can see, I don't even wear mine. I'm sort of helping them. But I have a long history with certain guilds that sit in the grey area. Hence why I can speak Thieves' Cant. And if you could get this information just to me, that would be great.
Sure. No worries. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
And he
To the stables!
He closes
If
the
anyone-
box and pops it back under the counter.
Jonas Mernix. Mernix, you have any signets?
Signets? Are you looking
Yeah.
Are you looking for a spellcasting focus?
Yeah.
Can I get you to roll an investigation check, please?
What's my investigation? 0. 12.
12. You do have a look around, and yes, you do find sort of like a silver cross, which you feel that could be a spell focus. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find where that is on my sheet. Except for, of course, I can't find it when I need to. So yeah, you find it and you take it up to Lysander and he goes, "Oh, this is very nice. I procured this from an elderly gentleman a couple of months ago. I'll part ways with it for 10 gold."
Choke can do 8.
8?
Yep.
Can I get you to roll persuasion?
4.
4. You know what? I already made up my mind. You can have it. 8 gold, please.
Alright.
You got screwed.
You have 8 gold. I've lost 8 gold.
Cool. Alright, you now have a paladin spell focus. So what are you guys doing next?
We decided to go out to the farm, wasn't it? Are we done with this?
No, weren't we heading down to the stables?
Yes.
Yeah, the stables is on the way out to the farm, out to, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, unless we want to find something for Dodrick to ride, but the whole everything seems to point to there's only horses.
Look, I think we go to the stables. Hopefully they have a pony. But here's the plan. I don't want to spend all our money on a horse. You guys are all in guard uniforms. I'm not. How about you guys talk to the person at the stables? And then I'll come in as like some random guy. And I will cast my friend's spell on him and convince him to give me a horse. And then I'll make way with it. After that spell expires, he'll become wary of what happened, and he'll tell you guys about the incident because you're guards. And so then you'll have to, like, chase me down or whatever. But it's all good.
That takes too long. How about a better one? We go to the stockade and ask if they've got horses we can borrow for our investigations. Because that'll be free, and the stockades are definitely going to have horses, and they know, or the Sheila in charge knows we're doing stuff. I think we do that, because that way you can get back into the town later.
Well, I'll be able to get back into the town so long as the guy thinks that you guys are chasing me down. It's not like he's going to tell the other.
You don't think he's going to report a crime?
He will, to you guys, your guard.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Are the other two you going on with that? Do you want to go with Juan's idea? Or have you got an idea of your own?
I wasn't listening.
This is going to come back and bite us.
All right, fine.
I'm in.
Let's go to the stockade first.
All right. Let's do it. Let's screw this over.
No, we can try the free ones first.
For a reason, so.
Just remember, I am exhausted as well. So, me getting an advantage on a charisma roll actually just brings me to normal.
Alright, so tell me what you're doing.
We're going to go with Dodric's plan. We're going to... he's going to cast a sneaky spell on the owner, the store guy who runs the stables, and steal a horse. And then he's going to come to, and we're going to walk past his guards, and he's going to go, oh, restrict, and we're going to pretend to investigate. Quick, lend us a horse, and all leave.
Well,
Is that right?
First, I think we'll go towards the stables. I'll discreetly stay behind, stealthily, and just listen in to what the conversation you have with the stable owner. See if there's any good guard deals you can get. If not, I'll approach as just some random guy, and then I will convince the guy to give me a horse, or I'll just jump on a horse and try and steal it. And then you can chase me down or whatever. But first, let's see if we can get it legitimately, and if not, then I'll steal it.
All right. Sounds good. Let's do that. But I quickly cast Prestidigitation on our guard uniforms and make them a little bit shinier. Just get the gleam going. Make us look official black. Make it all fancy. And we all kind of walk, yeah? You two are good with this as well, yeah? It's not just...
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing, do you think that you could cast Prestidigitation on me like 20 times so that my clothing looks really dirty? So much so that when it's clean, you wouldn't even recognize me.
I cast Prestidigitation on your face, right?
Thank you.
And I make it look good.
Yeah, thank you.
Get it? Because you're dirty all the time.
Yeah.
Alright.
Useless man. Let's do it.
Tell me what you're doing.
That plan. All right. So the three of us, we all official, sparkly looking. Actually, how many instances of Prestidigitation can I have?
Didn't we work it out that it was only 3?
I can have
There's only
3. Yeah. All right. So I sparkle 2 of us, and I leave Chug looking a bit dirty because he's the brute. He's the pain.
Dodric, I'm going to say your pants are not soiled now because he's cleaned your face. So it just disappears.
It only lasts an hour anyway. So
Look, it's fine.
all right, and I mangle his. I pretty his face. Yeah. Well, I put an obvious looking mark that you'd think like just a nice looking scar or something that it just draws the eye on his face. So it's something obvious they think about.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think you
Well,
can do a
it
scar.
says
It has to be like
I
a soil
can
mark
make
or a smell.
color a small mark or a symbol.
Alright, well
So
you
I'm
make a
gonna go
tiny...
with a small mark, like a mean looking scar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's a large mark. Sorry.
Okay, no scar. Let's do it.
I've been making him literally shit himself
No.
this whole game.
See, I'll say it's more of like a the way I see the spell is it's more like a dry liquid or a dry, sorry, I'm banging my mic. Dry liquid or dry mic. I don't think you can actually change. You could dirty a small part of his face to look like a scar, but I would say that on inspection by someone, they would see that it is dirt and not a scar.
You want scar? Chug draw a short
So
sword.
if you want to do a scar, you'd have to do.
I'll hear you afterwards.
You'd have
Actually,
to,
it's all good. I've got like
illusion.
4 spell slots, and I can cure wounds. So afterwards, we can heal you up if shit goes bad.
No, it's fine.
All right.
There's an
So
alternate
what
plan
about
depending on
this
the
nice
tables
looking
too.
birthmark? Will that
Just
do?
go talk to the guy.
All right. So yeah, hey, yeah, we walk into the stable, looking around, and I'm obviously looking for someone who's in charge.
Hold on.
Let's steal the horse.
Daddy.
Ooh, Jonah, did you see what I had before? I've had this sitting here because I love the bottle, but
I have that as well. I've also got a bottle of spiced.
Ooh, spiced mead. What's that like?
I haven't tried it yet, but it's
Looks like we got a
made by
new
the same
DM.
people.
Oh, maybe this one will be attentive. Gonna hear it.
But I'm drinking bee mead.
We can see your nipples through your shirt.
Oh my god, you can.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
He has really large
He's-
nipples.
He was itching it. That's how low they hang, his nipples.
Very
Just down
perky.
there. Oh, is that where the other one is? Right up there?
Sorry.
Yeah, perky
Something
nipple.
about your nipples.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you heard what I said. Go.
No,
Your
I
turn.
didn't.
This is the
What'd you say?
we walk in, right, and we're professional looking. Well, I am this time. I'm not doing anything dodgy. I'm like looking around, obviously looking in, not rushed, but like I've got a mission, and I'm looking for the owner.
Okay. So you walk into the stables. The first thing you notice is that only a single horse in the stables. There's room for about 6 horses. This is a single one. He's tied up, but you do not see any owner or any person about.
I
Don't
walk
call,
up to
we steal the horse.
and I start untying it.
All right. It's not secured, so at least not in a way. So yeah, you untie the horse.
Cool. And I start walking out with the horse. And I'm acting 100% like I'm meant to do this. And I just, out the front. I don't know the layout, but I'm aiming for the front door with the horse. Has it got its saddle and stuff?
No, there's no saddle. There's no reins.
If I look
It's just a
around, is
horse.
there one? Because it's a stable. There should be lots
It's
of
kind of
saddles.
stampede away. Put a rain on it.
Can you roll investigation, please?
I'm not helping him, by the way.
+4, so 13.
13. So you do have a look around. There is no mains or a saddle in the barn. You've also untied it, so can I also get you to roll an animal handling check, please?
I get a 21.
So you you untie the horse, and it's like perfectly listening to you. It's just not running away. It seems calm, but you see no way to saddle or to mount this horse.
Well, you can ride a horse bareback. And with the 21, I assume you can get up on that fucking thing.
Oh, yeah, you can get up on it.
You're Steve Irwining it at the moment. You're a horse whisperer.
Yeah. What do we want to do, guys? I've got a horse, and there's nothing around. So are there any other rooms nearby? Like, can we see rooms off?
So
that
you're
might
in
have us-
you're in a barn. It's fairly open, so there's lots of windows and such coming in. It is open-ended at one side, and on the inside you can just see 6 sort of larger size pens to which a horse or another large animal, perhaps a cow or something, could be mounted, or not mounted, but could be tied off in that particular pen.
Cool. So I've got like the little bridle thing and the rope because I assume that's what it was tied out with. Yeah. Or
Yeah. So
how's it?
Yeah. You see, the rope was basically tied around its neck, essentially, loosely. So, it's not killing it, but then tied to the fence and just basically keeping it in place.
Alright. Yeah, I full commit and I just start walking out. Looks like we're gonna have to walk, guys, and I just start walking out towards the guards
Well,
and out the front door of the city.
With the horse?
Yeah, obviously. I just
Walking?
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna fucking get on it. Daddy's obviously gonna like screw me over on that one.
How are you leading it? Is there a rope
No, with
around?
just rope around his neck. I got a fucking 21 on the roll. I'm leading it with its rope, and it's a trained horse, obviously.
Okay.
look, guys, just calm down. He stole a horse. You know,
Does the
we've been
horse
good
have a
for
collar?
long time.
Or a name tag? Or a microchip?
Little.
Can I get you to roll investigation, please, James?
You didn't steal it until he doesn't return.
I got a 10.
A 10. You can see that there is a not a tag, but a stamp into its ear. It has been branded.
Do I recognize the brand? Or does it have any distinct names or words?
No.
You should make it obvious you're trying to figure it out, because I think with some bar lord, I might be able to help.
I try and figure it out.
Yay! I try and help him. I'm like, hey, what's this in its ear?
Alright.
And
Roll.
does my bar lord help?
Can I get you to roll history with advantage?
Oh, thank fuck for the advantage. I need more advantage. 8.
8.
8.
Unfortunately, you don't recognize the symbol on the ear.
Damn it. Okay.
All right. Are you guys with me? I'm just gonna try and walk out the front door with it, pretend like I own it.
What's its name?
I've named it Andrew.
Okay.
After a guy at the bar, but with a W, not at the bar, at the stockade. Yeah.
And
Godric, can you slink kind of behind so it looks like there's 3 guards walking out, but you're not quite with us? And then afterwards, because you don't want the horse anyway, you can join us. Because if 3 guards are walking out with a horse, no one's going to think anything of it.
couldn't he just jump on the back and stealth?
Actually, how tall are you?
I can't.
Wait,
return.
you're a halfling, yeah? You get to like stealth behind things that are bigger than you, and a horse is definitely bigger than you.
Yeah, but I'm exhausted.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do anything.
So,
I just
Just
want
a
to
quick
walk out
question on
the
the
front like
stables.
I own it.
but quick question on the stables. It was like we could see clearly that there were no other rooms or anything. It was all pens and places for horses to
Yeah,
be
it's just it's an open barn. So there's nothing hiding, but there are plenty of open windows and such, which are, let a fair bit of light in. And you can't see really too much from the inside, but you don't know, I suppose, who could be watching on the outside. It is open.
Yeah, cool. Maybe at the stockades they might actually have some saddles that we could put on it, and then we can also ask about
Now
more
you want to
horses.
go there. Now you want to go there. I just stole a fucking horse for you. Come on, man.
No, nobody told you to steal the horse, man. That was my job. I'm the rogue.
Do you want the horse? Like you can.
No,
just
I don't
jump
want the
on it.
horse.
No, all right. I'm gonna just, walk out like I own it. I'm gonna walk out the front. My
Alright.
aim is to get to Bud Eats Farm because I assume he's got some tack.
No, I
Put
want-
it on the horse and ride it.
Chug of idea. Throw a half man on it. Sideways, so it looks like you're passed out and we're using the horse to transport.
We know there's a tannery in town. We could go and buy us up.
What? Are you saying we should kill the horse and have it skinned?
Is there a tannery in town, Daddy?
There is.
Yeah, I say we skin the horse. Like, guys, horses are worth like more than most things. Like we can flog this horse. I have a horse. I don't know
It's
how.
gonna
but
end
Dottie
up
has
being
to
some
walk
little
out.
girl's horse,
Yeah.
like Barney's daughter.
I want to.
And
No,
she's gonna be
but I
so
have definitely, because no one's challenged it. I have walked out of the stables, walking this horse. I'm at least that far. What's happened beyond that, we haven't decided, obviously.
Yeah,
But
so
I'll let you know when we
at
get
the
there.
moment, you're walking out of the stable door.
Yep.
With the horse in tow.
Yep.
Now,
Cool.
are you going along with this, Chug?
Either ride the horse or return it. You're not eating it or carving it up.
Chug, we're not stealing the horse. We're giving it a better home, all right?
What if we
It's
put it
going
into
to
a
a better
pack?
place.
Save the town people, Chug. And if we need the gold out of some horse meat, so be it.
No.
So be it.
We do have to cut off its ear though if we are keeping it.
That's true, Chug.
I'm
Can
sorry.
you dismember the
Cut off the tag.
No, it's branded.
No.
puncher? It's like one of those puncher marks. You've got to cut its ear off, Chug.
I cut it off. I was
Give me your face, I'll copy the mark onto your face. And then we'll have a copy of the symbol.
No. I don't want to die. Scary orc. All right, so what do we want to do, guys? I've walked us a horse out, so we now have a horse. Like, I was just going to go to Bud Eats farm and, see if he's got some saddle and all that shit there.
Yeah, cool. Let's do that.
All right, but we've only got one horse, so it's like...
I'll ride the horse.
No, why do you get the fucking horse? I fucking stole it. You're the rogue.
I was going to steal it. You stole my job.
All right. So I walk out like I own it, and I walk through the front gates, and I just start walking down towards Bud Eats farm.
Alright, so you get towards the front gates. There are 4 guards stationed there at the moment. They look and see you walking out the horse, and one of them motions towards and goes, Hey, I've heard about you guys. You're the new guys. Why are you marching one of the guards' horses out without a saddle? You can go get that stuff at the stockade.
Out of character, I say, what's the Sheila's name who we talked to on the stockade?
You gotta remember, I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, for fuck's
So
sake.
time is of the
Spent
essence.
10 minutes on this fucking... Guys, does anyone know what her name is?
Ezra,
No.
someone.
It would have
It starts
been
with A.
The guards
session 11.
the guards starting to see you stutter and stammer.
No, I'm out of character.
We're thinking that again.
I have a really fucking cool hat.
I run away. I start to run.
I look at him and I go, your Commander Stoic would not like you interfering with our things. You can go talk to her. But we're on duties beyond you. Sorry.
He
And I
gave you
just start
advice. He said to go to the stockade and get the saddle.
walking. No, I'm good. I'm committing.
Time is of the essence.
Darty, I said their Captain Stoic has put us on a mission. And it's beyond him. And
Can you
You should go
roll
about his day.
deception, please?
it's not deception. She has put us on a mission. And it is beyond him because he could be a cultist. And it's 100% true. I have not lied.
Is that her name?
Yeah, you've bent the truth.
Yeah.
It is actually.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Rebecca
But-
Stoic.
It's not
Stoic.
commander, so deception.
Fuck's sake. I've got the same fucking either way. Oh, Darty. 24.
24. And then the guy just shrugs. He's like, "You want to ride a horse without a saddle? Be my guest. See you later."
Cool. I keep walking.
I think we should go to the stockade.
I was gonna say I double back and go and get
Yeah, I'm going to the
saddle.
stockade. I double back.
We need more horses, by the way. So while you're there, try and get more horses. But yeah, if you can, get 4 horses because I have a plan for this one.
Okay.
Chug, you should not be here for this.
Chug
I
walks
like-
with the horse.
Damn
Alright,
it.
so Lester and Doderick, you make your way back to the stockade. You walk in and you see Anders still sitting at the table. Also still sitting at the desk from this morning. He goes, "Hey, welcome back. Didn't expect to see you so soon."
Anders,
Andre the
my
Giant.
man.
Yes. Hey, how can I help you? What are you after?
4 horses, thanks.
Oh, our horses are
Four
always.
Kruger.
We have a few horses. They're generally, if they're available, they're posted at the at the stable. I had barn stuck in my head. At the barn. Unfortunately, I suppose like, if there's none there, well, you can't have any more. But if you're looking for gear to ride them, well, they're in the armory out the back.
Why do you guys make this so difficult? We just need some horses to ride. It's
Oh.
really important.
Well, actually, the process is incredibly simple. If you want to ride a horse, you come here first, you get a saddle, you take it to the stable, you mount your horse, and you ride at the edge of town, and you leave. Like, it's
we need
pretty straightforward.
How will we
Wait, so I didn't even
recognize?
steal a fucking horse. I just walked out with a horse that was mine anyway. Damn
Why
it.
do you think there's no guard?
How do we recognize a guard horse over, say, someone who might be visiting and storing their horse?
Yeah, Arden. How?
Well, there's this. Each of our horses have a tag on the ear, and he shows you the symbol, and it's the one you saw.
It's a fucking tag. That's what it is.
Yeah, how many horses you got?
Hey,
Hey, just saying, Dodgic, remember earlier when I said we should just go to the fucking stockade? Yeah.
you're not
just
even
saying.
there. You can't
Just
speak.
saying.
You cannot
Yeah,
speak.
exactly.
You're not there. You're leading the horse outside
No,
of town.
I'm not. This is outside of it. Remember? God damn it.
I can hear a little bird chirping.
Yeah. I
He's the
thank
one
Andrew
shut
for
up.
the information, and I go and grab a saddle.
I'll go with that. All right, so you walk out. Can I get your roll investigation, please?
Okay. Oh my god, it's a 6. This is the third 2 I've rolled.
So you walk into the armory, and you're having a look around. It takes you a little bit before you finally find one of the saddles, which has been sort of thrown underneath one of the wooden benches, and you pull it out. It's a bit worn, but it's got everything that you need to ride the horse. So the reins and the seat, and also the I'm gonna say stirrups. I think that's what they're called. The feet part that hang down the side of the horse, so you can get up and onto it. It takes you about half an hour or so before you find it.
God. Alright.
Half an hour.
I take it out, and I say to Dodrick, alright, I'm gonna get this to the horse seat. I mean, to one.
Okay. So as you're walking out, Anders says, "Hey, we need to check that out. Can you just come over here and sign this?" And he shows you like a bit of paper, it's a bit of form. Basically, he's already pre-filled while you're in there looking for the saddle. One saddle, Lefner, and he's wanting your signature, and he's got the time of day when it was being taken out.
Alright. I look over the saddle and I say it's a fine looking saddle. I check it out.
Alright, so you sign your paper, and then and then you head back.
I sign it.
You sign it?
Yeah, I sign it. Do I inquire about, do I have to sign out which horse I am taking?
No, if there's just one available, it's there. They're trained to sort of come back if they ever get lost, so don't be too worried.
Sweet.
Homing horse.
Yeah, homing horse.
Okay, well, I thank Andre for his time, and we go back.
Cool.
I head towards Bardier Farm.
Flip him a coin for forgetting his name.
I forget everyone's name. That's my character's quirk.
Alright.
While they're doing that, could I have made it to Bardique's farm?
Yeah.
Alright. I'd like to try and sell him some horse.
You're selling pieces of horse or the horse?
I want to buy a saddle. Like, because they're obviously they've got to be like half an hour to an hour away, however long they spent that. So yeah, I go, buddy. Oh, is he there? What's going on? We
So
go
you
there.
get to the farm.
It's supposed to have to knock.
It's about midday now. Are you knocking on the door?
Yeah, we're just. Oh, I assume Chug is as well, but just walking in. I'm like, oh, Chug, this is a farm we went to once with the other guy that he left us.
Forrest.
He never came back. He just left and didn't even say goodbye. Didn't nothing happened. Yep, he's just gone.
I bet he's dead.
Yeah.
So you get to Barney's farm, you knock on the front door. Not an answer straight away. Do you persist?
I wait a good minute and then knock again.
All right.
Not intrusive, but just a little, hey.
So you knock again, and then the door sort of opens up, and you see Sarah just standing there. She's like, "Oh, hi!" She immediately recognizes you from saving her in the forest, and she looks at Chug and she's like, "Oh, you're scary."
I
Dad's
point
not
at him
here
and
right
go,
now.
"Oh, you have no idea. He's the biggest and scariest."
And she goes,
And,
she's all super excited. And she goes, Dad's not here right now. He's gone. He'll be back later.
Oh, that's good. He said that we could borrow his saddles. Could you help us find them? We were talking to him the other day, and he said, we could borrow them.
Not cool, man.
Hey, she believes us.
He will fucking kill you.
Can you roll deception, please?
He's a little girl. Come on. She likes me. Do I get advantage? Like, she really likes me because I literally saved her life.
Hey.
And I convinced her to half it. Yeah. Shit, I'd need it too. Ooh,
Chug, are you just going to stand there while he lies to this little girl?
So,
deception is 5, so 14 again.
hey, sorry, sir, but Dad told me not to talk to people or to help them while he's gone. I'm sure you understand. Bye. And she closed the door.
Is there anywhere obvious that's like a stables or something in the farm?
He's got his sort of barn and such, which is just across from the farm. If you remember that, there's like a couple of crates and some hay bales and some sandbags and stuff there. It's basically 4 wooden pillars with a bit of a shade roof. It's not anything special.
Is stealing considered evil? Or is it just...
Yes, it is.
Well, that probably depends on if there's a greater good.
Yes, that is also true, but...
As far as my character's concerned right now, we need to get to that house quickly. And, I don't know.
In terms... If you want to actually say almost everything that you've done up until this point from this morning is evil.
Is it? Because...
Except for the tip. Except for the tip.
I did give a good tip.
As your GM, you've been presented with a good alternative, and you have chosen probably the less evil but more chaotic alternative.
But it's more, we need to get to that place, and why was there only one horse? This is bullshit. Yeah.
1, don't fuck with Bardeen.
You can't tell me that. No, so I'm sitting there, I'm thinking everyone was fearing Buddy. I better not steal his shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I figure I can use the horse as a pack mule. So I just put my pack over it and start walking down the path, I guess. Just meandering. I assume you're following still, Chug?
Yep. Chug won't let you steal.
Towards this left. Yeah, because, that's another thing. Chug wouldn't let me steal. So he obviously let me steal a horse, and he thinks that we've stolen
but there was no guard. If there was a guard, there'd be a reason for you to...
And it's only stealing if you get caught, right?
It's only stealing if you don't return it. We
Chug's
should be
evil
going
now.
back that way.
Yeah.
Chug's going to lose his powers.
No, Chug is actually protecting the horse, even if Apples did...
We convinced him. We said it was going to a better place, a nicer home.
Cool. So we just, I don't know, my aim is start walking down the path.
We need to go to Hill House. It's haunted.
Are you grouping up with everybody before you walk, or are you just taking the horse and just walking towards there?
Oh, no, I'm just walking slowly, assuming they'll catch up, because, meandering, taking in the scenery, knowing that they fully know that I'll just be going there because, well, I walked out with a horse, and they've never seen me do something like this.
Leaving horse tracks, how good's your tracking skills?
Hey, what?
Roderick and... Sorry,
I'm a great tracker.
And Lefner. There you go. As long as you can track a horse, human, and or half elf and half orc tracks.
Yeah, it's cool. No, we know where we're going. We're going to Hill House.
Alright, so Juan and Chug, you're just dawdling towards the house. Lefner and Doderick, you guys are just catching up, assuming that that's the direction they've done, or are you going to Bud Eads first, or
Nah, going to Hill House.
going to Hill House? Alright, so Karen.
Saddle instead of using it on a horse.
That's our Netflix TV show.
Cool. Alright, so you start heading towards the house.
You know what? Actually, I want to go to Buddy.
Let's go to Buddies.
Alright, so you get to the door, you knock as well, and the door opens, and you see Sarah there as well. She's like, "Oh, hi, how you going? Your friend was just here. I couldn't help him, and he left.
Do you know where he went?
I watched him at the window. He went down the path, and he started walking away from town.
When's your dad get back?
Yeah, where's your dad?
Oh, he'll be back soon. He's gone to do some stuff. He often does. I stay here and I look after myself. I'm a big girl.
Do you happen to know where?
Hey? No, he did not tell me. I think he went into town to buy some bread and milk. He brings that home a lot.
Yeah, he did. We need horses. Do you know where you can get some? Does Buddy have them?
He does get some horses, but they're not ours. I'm not sure where he gets them from. They sometimes, if he has them, they're in the barn. And she points out, you turn around, you see, because she goes, "Oh, there's no horses there today, so then they're not there. I'm sorry, sir."
Do you know if your dad owns any other kind of transport?
We have a cart around the side of the house that he sometimes uses.
What pulls the cart? A horse?
Yes, a horse.
But you don't have any.
No.
Lefner, do you want to pull the cart?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm carrying a saddle. It's quite heavy. I want to find the horse.
Thanks, Sarah.
Okay, bye. And she closes the door.
And then I rush in the direction that the others went, as fast as I can, with my little halfling leg.
I can probably keep up with holding a saddle as well.
Alright, so you leg it off to Juan and Chug, and you meet up. It's actually about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you eventually meet up with them along the road. You start heading towards the house. Oh, continue heading towards the house, following the road. Berein starts to become a bit of a into the distance. You turn around, you can just see the walls of the town sort of disappearing over the crest as you sort of start to decline down a small incline. The river is also running beside the road for a good deal of the way. It gets to about evening, and you guys get to the fork in the road. It's starting to get dark.
When we met up, I'd like to add, we put the saddle on the horse, and I'd like to convince Dodrick that he needs to rest to try and get over his affliction from the night before, and he should probably sit on the horse and see if that just resting for a few hours helps out the exhaustion he has. Yeah, I know he's got fears, but he's exhausted from being a hungover crazy bitch.
You can certainly offer that. And I spoke to DeBondi last weekend just to sort of explain the rule of exhaustion, and that is if you are exhausted and continue to be exhausted, the effect gets more and more severe until you die, essentially, if you let it get that far. But the way to recover from exhaustion is to undergo a long rest of 8 hours, unless your class can do a rest in a shorter period of time. For instance, the monk can do it in 4, I think.
So
now,
you won't be able to rest on the horse.
And you can only long rest once a day. So if you do the long rest now, you will not be able to until the following day.
If I cure wounds, would that cure his hangover wound?
No.
Oh, well, you're on your own, bitch. But either
really
way,
up.
you're exhausted, so I offer it to you. I'm like, hey, I know that this sucks, but would you like to sit on the horse and rest?
I'll sit on the horse.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually not afraid of horses. I was lying about that. I just wanted a boss man.
Alright, so you get to the fork in the road probably about 8:30 in the evening. The fork goes off to the right and the left. Which way do you go?
Left
Oh,
nut
man.
wants to go left.
Yeah, because we always follow the left nut.
No. I just throw my suggestion into the hat.
Left, summon like a demon or some shit and ask them which way we should go.
Okay. I tap one on the shoulder and ask him where to go.
Actually, does one of the paths look more used?
Well, do they both go into the...
You can roll perception if you want to investigate that.
What are all your guys' perceptions? I'm only 3.
You're checking,
One.
So I have to do it?
you can be assisted, but you're doing the check.
I'll assist.
Hey, Chug, help me see which
Yes.
path is more used.
I said I'll assist.
Well, I got an 8 and a 4, and I got +3, so 11.
11? Oh, you have a look. It looks reasonably the same, but if you took a guess, it would be the left-hand side that looks a bit more used.
Then we go right, because that'd be where the house is, or...
Left
I don't know,
nut.
guys, what do you reckon?
You're all about like books and shit and demons. Why don't you like think about the history of the town and maybe geographically think about that and which way we should go?
You make a fair point. I
Yeah.
want to check to see if there's any remnants of magic of people that may have walked along these paths.
I'd like to assist in with my knowledge of history.
That's a fair point, actually.
You're doing it.
That's like an arcane check.
Alright, you can roll Arcana.
21.
21. You do actually, with a roll like
That
that,
one.
you do actually sort of feel a very faint trace of magical energy. And in trying to decide which path to take, your instincts are telling you to go to the left.
Left nut, always left. I explained to the group that I feel this magical energy going towards the left, which makes me think that that would lead towards the old building that we heard about from the note.
Let's do it. Left.
Chug, can I get you to roll a perception check, please?
Hang on, page to refresh. 16.
16. So while one's sort of checking out the road and Lefner's sort of sensing for magic, you just sort of scan the horizons and you can see a faint yellowish glow up in the hill to your left.
It's Hill House.
That would have been an obvious one
We
for us
could have
to
just
do,
looked for
guys.
that. Yeah.
Chug, see light over there.
Good job, Chad.
Very
I'm like,
faint.
I look up in surprise and go, ah, shit.
So it's getting to the end of twilight. Yeah, you three that have, or you two. Does Chug have dark vision? He does.
Yes.
So you three that have dark vision, the light's starting to leave, and you're now starting to see everything in greys. Dodrick, what are you doing for vision?
Well, you know, is the moon out?
The moon? No, it is out, but it's more of a crescent moon, and it's not giving off too much light.
Oh, come on. I'm not that blind. I must have, like, human vision. I could see at night if I was walking.
You can see
45 minutes,
you can
your
see-
night vision kicks in.
Well, you can see about 15 feet in front of you.
Hey,
That's cool.
we should just leave him on the horse and we can lead it.
Yeah.
Now, and then later on we, deal with that when we come to it. Like,
Yeah,
there'll be
if I, like, light a torch, I'll be drawing attention to us if there's anything looking out, so...
Okay.
Is the
Like
horse going to
say-
be making lots of noise too?
The horse
Yeah,
is
but
pretty
it's
tame.
Yeah, and it's going to be less effort or less distracting than a torch coming up the road.
Indeed.
Cool. Cool. So I say we get to like a couple of 100 feet away from the house, and then we scatter around and see what we can see. Yeah. What do you guys reckon?
This house is haunted.
Obviously, but that's why we got the warlock to do like arcana checks and shit.
I'm gonna follow Lerfner.
I'm gonna follow one.
Well, that's good because I've got the reins of the rope around the horse still because no one else has done an animal check. But yeah, the horse still loves me some. Yeah, I walk it up towards the house, and when we're outside of the range of the light, oh, is there any bushes or anything as we go up towards it, or?
Yes, it's apart from the road, which appears to be at this point the only clearing. It's heavy, dense trees. So at the point of the fork, it's actually sort of a little bit more clear, and as the roads sort of veer off into the fork, the trees become a lot more dense progressively as it paths away. So at the fork, you're actually at a vantage point where you can see over the canopy of trees, and you can see the dot of light up in the distance. But following the path, that dot of light quickly becomes shaded by the tree cover.
I'd like to slowly walk the horse as much as we can, kind of just off the path so we don't make noise, and kind of get up towards the house until we can see light coming from the house again, because I assume we go where we can't see it when we're in amongst the trees. Is that
Yeah.
Everyone's following that?
Yeah, and then kind of as we get, like, we start seeing the house, we can then stop, get off the horse so it doesn't make noise, kind of put the rope on Dodrick and kind of lead him towards the house so he can sneak up and look around.
You start to lead everybody towards the house. Can I get you to make a survival check, please?
It's a trap.
For survival.
All of us, or
Cool. That's
just
shit. I got a 10.
just one?
Actually, as a group, are you all following one, or are you all helping? With
Well, he's leading the pack.
See, one thinks I'm on the horse, but I actually jumped off the horse and was just stealthily off to the side for 8. Silly one.
Alright, so you start to lead everybody into the brush and towards the house. After about an hour or so, can I get you to make another survival check, please?
How long is this road? I thought we could see the house.
You can see a faint light. It's not within 50 meters. It's a faint light. It is a good.
Another survival check. You just said.
Yes.
Boy. Oh shit, guys. 5.
5. All right. So
lead us off a cliff.
You continue to lead the group as well, but you're now starting to lose confidence because you're starting to feel like you should have found the house by now. Another hour passes, and the rest of you guys, you're starting to question Juan's judgment about where you are going.
Can we still see any glow? Or
no, you can't see the glow. The glow was shrouded by the trees when you entered the thicket 2 hours ago. The shrubs are getting slightly denser now. As when you're walking through them, you're pushing trees and shrubs almost entirely the whole way to try and make your way there.
Is there are they large trees?
Yes, they are large. No, large as in tall, or large as in sort of
tall.
wide? Tall. No, they're not overly tall. Maybe 10 to 13 meters. Tall.
I could walk up one and have a look out the top and see if I see the.
Yes.
I will do that.
So you start to get towards the top. As you get towards the top, the last couple of meters of the trees, the branches start to get very, very thin, and even under your light weight, they start to bend. Are you going to continue to go towards the top to have a look?
Just wondering if there's anything I can do to enhance this.
Yeah, look. Fall, I can feather fall you when you drop. Like, how high up is it?
30 meters.
Yeah, I can feather fall you as a reaction, so you won't die.
Look, let's say that I'll carefully try to get closer to the top.
Okay. Can I get you to make a acrobatics check? Actually, I'll do athletics. Sorry. Bit hard to sort of pick which one.
Chug will stand under the tree.
So my first roll was 19, but I had disadvantage, so I got
You got what? 4.
4.
4. So you start to go towards the top, and as you sort of grab the branch, it just snaps and just pulls. You
I go to grab.
You go to grab? Acrobatics check, please.
Nice slide down the tree.
Isn't that a
Five.
saving throw? Like
5.
a deck saving throw kind of thing, or?
Oh, it's not essentially a say. Oh, in this case, we're sort of using the same context. A saving throw is generally, in my understanding, is when something has been directed towards you. So if you had a spell or a poison or something, then it becomes a saving throw. In this case, he's falling, so he's trying to grab, and that's more of a check. If you're getting super technical. So 5.
Yep.
Yep. So as you lose your footing with the snap branch, you reach out to grab it, but you only sort of grasp at twigs, and you begin to fall towards the ground.
1.
Yeah, as he falls, I realise it's all going to shit, and cast fireball. No, fairy fire. No, not fairy fire. Feather fall. Shit. Really fucked that one up. Fairy fire. Hey, we can watch him glow as he falls.
So with a quick reaction, one casts his feathers fall, and you immediately start to slow down. And good thing he does too, because you sort of gently bounce off one of the branches that you would have hit on the way down, and just gently rest towards the ground again.
Thanks.
So you sort of just gently sort of float between the branches and get your feet back down the bottom.
I intimidate him to try again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're up there.
Won't
Did you see
try
anything?
Did I see anything?
Okay, I will actually get you to roll perception. I think that was a 12.
Yeah,
you're
muted.
Yes.
You're muted.
12.
Fucking lip read. Unfortunately, no, you did not get any sight of the house.
Well, this is shit.
You did, however,
Exhaustion.
I will say, you did, however, notice that to your right, you felt that the tree cover may have been lower at that point.
To the right?
How far of the
But hard to see. Well, your vision is about 15 feet in the tree. I was like up the top of the tree. I'll say that you could see a little bit further. So your best guess would be 10 meters, 15 meters. You could possibly try again.
Well, let's do that. Maybe someone else should climb the tree. I should get advantage because of the spider boots.
You can go up the tree just fine. Hence why I didn't make you roll
Tree
athletics trying to
True.
climb it.
All right, I'll head in that direction and try to get the others to follow and try again.
I follow, and I warn him of trees he's about to walk into just before he does it. Because he can't see.
I'm not that blind. 15 feet.
So you make your way, make your way about 10-15 meters towards the right. And can I get you to make an investigation check? Without disadvantage, because the group will assist you.
17.
17. You notice a particular tree to your right, just a little bit further, which has quite a very solid trunk all the way to the top. The tree looks particularly old. It has died, so there's very, very little leaves and branches, and you just got this solid sort of trunk the majority of the way up.
I walk up it.
Alright, you get to the top, and it does clear the canopy. Can I get your roll perception? Can't hear you again.
No, I was thinking 12.
12. Yep, you get to the top and you can see a yellowish glow almost dead straight ahead. It does look about the same distance, however, that it was from whence you started.
Lefner, it's straight ahead, but we're not getting closer. Do an Arcana check.
If I was going to give you a bearing, I'll say it's more east.
Okay. But we're not. So if we start heading east, will we head closer?
Yes.
Okay, then let's head east. I don't need to do an Arcana check.
But what if it's like an illusion of some sort?
Well,
then we're screwed because we have no way of dispelling that.
at least we've got horse meat if we get hungry. So,
Fine.
let's go. Let's head
East
east.
is in.
Alright, so you begin to head east. Who's leading?
Are we on a path, or is it just walking through scrub?
You're all walking through shrub.
I asked Dodric to take out one of his daggers, and I cast light on it, and then I tell him, hey, since you've seen the direction, you lead. And he's got this nice bright light to hold in his hand.
Yay.
Can you make a survival roll without disadvantage?
11.
11. So you start making your way east. After about 45 minutes, you get to an incline, and it gets rather steep. So you're almost like at the bottom of a hill. You begin to climb it. Can I get everybody to make an athletics check, please?
Would my boots give me non-disadvantage on?
Correct. So as a group, including the horse, it's not crazy steep, but it's enough that you may, with
You said
bad-
athletics check, yeah?
Athletics, yeah. Actually, acrobatics would probably be the better one, I think.
Okay.
More balance.
And I got 19.
14.
14. Hey, 14 club.
So I'll do one for the horse as well. And that's
We left the horse behind, didn't we?
Horse meat.
So
No.
that's fine, and you start heading your way up the hill. Dodric, you still leading?
Yes.
Yes. Can I get you to make another survival check, please?
By the way, my light lasts for an hour.
See about 15 minutes.
Who has the highest survival here? I've only got plus.
I've got 3.
Plus
three.
4.
So Lefner should be leading. I got 10 on that, by the way.
Okay. So are you going to hand the reins to Lefton to continue to lead?
Yes.
All right. So
They go east.
and we-
So you're feeling lost, alright, but we've got our direction, right? Okay.
all right. So
Go-
with advantage, make your survival check, Lefner, because everyone's going to assist.
21.
21. Cool. Well, you continue to head what you believe is east and in the direction of the house. And after about another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 15 minutes go by and Dodric's blade goes out, but you continue to lead the group. And you do actually come to a clearing, a small trodden path which is leading up the hill. You continue to follow it, and that does take you to the door of the house. And we'll leave it there.
I don't want to be
Yay.
at the door. I want to be just off so we can send Dodric in to investigate stealthily.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I want to sleep, but I can't. No.
Also want to tie up horse meat. I don't want to leave him around. His name's
Yeah.
horse meat, by the way. Like dog meat out of Fallout. It's horse meat.
Cool.
We didn't hear any animals in this forest, did we?
No, you haven't yet. I've actually been rolling while you've been going around, and I haven't hit the part for the encounter. So you've just been wandering aimlessly through the shrub, but you haven't
Jeez.
found something.
There's an encounter. Spoilers.
Oh,
Well, it's probably
potential
rats.
encounter.
Wool.
Whenever you're exploring, there's always a potential encounter. in sort of
Yeah,
D&D, so-
potential. You just
Chocobos.
guaranteed it.
He's gonna make you step on a snake and it's gonna bite you.
And there'll be a pig, and we can tame it so that Dodrick can ride it.
Gotta say,
Giant.
way to derail. That was funny there.
How did we derail?
I had all this stuff prepared. I thought as soon as I said to go up the house, you guys would have went straight for it.
No, 'cause it was like something later, but I feel like we had things to do in the town. I just didn't remember what they were. So I'm like hoping someone would click on, but then there was a horse to get, and there was a horse, so I stole a horse.
We wouldn't have been so derailed if one didn't talk so much. I reckon he told us about 6 times that he was walking out of the stable.
Yeah, but no one just let me do it. Everyone's like, "Oh no, no, no!" I'm like, just let.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lefner was freaking out. He was like, "You
Funny.
can't steal a horse."
Turns out it's our horses to steal. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be funny.
Yeah. You stole your own horses, you fucking kids. So, Daddy,
Yeah.
apparently Diablo 2 ladder resets soon.
Oh, but it's so painful playing on the US server. We tried that. It was awful. With like 350 ping.
If it had just a single oceanic server, my God.
Oh no, I've been playing it too. Have you gotten to Darksiders yet?
No, not yet.
Go play that.
Is
That's
it multiplayer?
awesome.
Hey, it's not
No.
multiplayer, but it's insanely fun single player.
And the third one's coming out soon.
Yeah, I was excited for it. The graphics didn't have me too crazy, but
I think it looks the same as the other ones.
But yeah, really good. Like you like Zelda Ocarina of Time, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you play the Devil May Cry games, or you like fighters?
I didn't play Devil May Cry, no. Tekken's my fighting.
Yeah, so it's all that. It's Zelda with fighting. Super cool.
Yeah, except you're the Horseman War, so, you get to fuck shit up.
And he's the voice of Illidan in Warcraft.
Yeah, I know that.
Super cool. And actually, all the characters in the game, like with the War Master Edition, they look like for a not 15, but for a 10, 11-year-old game, it looks so good. If you do play it though, play it with a controller. Definitely.
Yeah, well, I've got an Xbox Elite controller, Xbox One
And
Elite.
if you want it to be incredibly hard at the start of the game and still very hard towards the end, play in the apocalyptic difficulty.
Yeah.
Basically a
I,
one-shot.
I've got Spyro, the new remastered Spyro. Picking that up
I
tomorrow.
want to get that, but it's not on the Switch, so.
No, I got a PS4. I've had a PS4 for ages, so I've just got it on that.
No, I've bought the new Pokemon, so I'm waiting for that to come out on Friday.
Yeah, new Pokemon and new Smash. You getting that?
Yeah, December, yes.
Yeah, nice. Wait, when does Pokemon come out?
Friday.
You fucking serious?
Yep.
God damn.
I hadn't even heard
And
of
I
it.
head off.
Alright,
See you.
Buy one.
so yeah, Pokemon.